Zagreus, if only you could turn yourself into a woodland creature and just fly or burrow out of there. My Callisto, she can turn into a bear. You ever seen those? Monstrous, furry things, quite huggable, if they don't kill you first.
I'm here again to lend to you my power, noble cousin. Though your own strength of will is how you'll finally break free of that cruel place.
The rhythm of your visits here over the course of time is pleasant, son of Hades.
The lord and ruler of Olympus and the world, why, he needs a healthy sense of humor, no, young man? But there's an awful lot of spoil sports out here, can't even take a little joke. Well, I know all their mothers. Fly on all of them, I say. Let's joke away!
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
He's ready. You know Batty's not going to work here, don't you? I'm definitely not going to help you out of this one.
Come on, Meg, you can do anything if you set your mind to it. Though, don't worry, Batty's just here for the show.
Then let's make it a good one. Come on.
Wait, she's not singing. It's only me.
What happens now, hun? What I mean is, now you got me thinking about Orpheus again, so what am I supposed to do with that?
Even if you can't be together right now, I hope it feels better knowing how much he cares for you. And I will try to pull some strings like you said. I can't make promises where my father's concerned, but I'll do everything I can.
Well, what can I tell you? Thanks, Your Royal Majesty. That means a lot. No pressure, though. I've been all right without him all this time, and I will be all right no matter what. If only he could say the same.
Hey, you're in good with Thanatos, isn't that right? A real broody sort. Sometimes I think maybe I ought to just invite him to a feast, but then what if he cools the whole thing down, makes everybody kind of you know?
You met your father face to face only the one time, cuz, despite rendering services to him for quite a while. Memorable experience, I'll give it that. Seems like he's not done anything with all the messages my side keeps sending him.
Thanatos?
I sensed your presence here. What do you say we deal some death together, Zagreus? All of you?
Excluding me, I hope.
I'm going to run you down or run you through. Your choice, short one.
You must have met so many great heroes in your day, having fought alongside Achilles. Do you still keep in touch with any of them here?
Great heroes. Haven't you seen by now what they are like, stranger? Not all entirely what they're cracked up to be. But there were good ones, yes. Suppose they're mostly keeping to themselves, like I am here. Perhaps we'll run into each other down the line.
Rematch.
Come, Hellspawn, and get destroyed by the two greatest fighters in Elysium!
There's a good one.
Prince Zagreus once more offers to Cerberus one of his favored sacks.
Thank you, boy. I'm here, Father. Come on.
You bear the sigil of the dead. I wear the helm of darkness. Even devoid of artifacts as these, we fight here without witnesses, in shadow.
If only everybody knew you had a mighty son most capable of cutting you down to size, with or without the ability to vanish suddenly.
A very boastful son, who often thinks too much of his ability. Come then, I'll make you vanish suddenly.
Then, valiantly striding Zagreus was set upon by 7 bloodless slam dancers and slain, or something of the sort.
No, no!
Hey, Adusa, let me guess. You're here regarding the procession of these shades who've been standing here for quite some time, clogging the hall a bit. They barely moved at all.
You guessed it, Mr. Hypnos. Thanatos, so have you, given any thought to maybe focusing the traffic flow through here a little bit to keep the hallway clearer and, oh, I don't know, put some sort of time limit in place?
You know, can't say I have. I've got my registration list and I have had to keep a careful eye on it. With all the shades that have been pouring in, it's really gotten slow around here.
It definitely has. I have to go. Hope you get yourself some rest, okay?
You bet.
Thanatos, I wanted to apologize for the last time I approached you with a bottle of the real thing and give the whole exchange another shot. Would that be all right?
You're asking my consent to give me yet another lavish gift. Sure, permission granted. Though what makes you think that your approach this time is going to be any more successful than the last?
I don't know that it will. I never really know exactly where I stand with you. But I know how I feel. And I'd rather be upfront with you even if it means risking our relationship such as it is.
Our relationship? It wasn't long ago you were prepared to throw it all away while making for the surface, if you don't recall. But now you're saying that you care for me, and what exactly, Zagreus?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Than. I should not have left the way I did without letting you know. But when you found me, I think that's when I knew, or started to realize, you know?
Yes, I know, I think, because when I heard you took off, the anger that I felt, it wasn't something I expected. So, what do we do now?
Maybe we ought to take our time. Unlike the real thing there, that's a commodity we have in good supply. Just know that if you feel the way I do, you know where to find me. And if not, I'm grateful anyway.
I see. Well then. The best that I can say for now is that I'm grateful too for this. Take care of yourself, Zag.
You too.
All right. We've matters with Olympus to resolve. They don't know I'm here, most of them, besides Zeus, maybe Athena. They think you're Nyx's son rather than mine, and that your goal is still to join them on their mountaintop.
What a mess. What can we do? The gods of Olympus have all been very good to me for the most part. I don't feel great about deceiving them. They keep trying to help me escape.
What can we do? We can make peace with them, and let them know the truth. So much of it as they would tolerate. Diplomacy is not your father's strong suit, but I'm going to need you two to do exactly as I say. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother. So what do you intend to do, and how do I fit in?
We're going to invite all of them to a little family gathering. Here. And you shall personally deliver them their invitation, Zagreus.
Mother, are you serious? So we're just going to have a bash with them, and they'll just see you after all this time and be fine with everything?
They certainly shall not be fine with everything. But Hades and I will be prepared to tell them what they need to hear. Don't worry. I shall do the talking.
What are you going to say?
Oh, you know. That we met, fell in love, eloped, had a child. A child who, once grown, sought desperately to reconnect with his extended family. To the chagrin of his grim lord father.
That's all true. As individual statements, at least.
Fortunately, our loving and dutiful son at last persuaded his mother and father to reveal their secretive relationship, and make an effort to rejoin their great family.
Your mother won't be happy that you left.
I'll deal with her. Perhaps I'll have to visit her and the rest of them from time to time, if that's what it shall take. But I'll be back. I have no choice. Did you know that if you eat the seeds of an underworld pomegranate, then you cannot leave for 1 month out of the year per seed?
What? No, I never knew that.
Neither do they.
How soon is this family gathering you have in mind going to take place?
Soon after you invite them all, I hope. Now go. And trust in me, all right? We have a lot to learn of trust, I think.
I know what you mean. I'll let you know when it's done.
Cerberus is preoccupied with scratching and biting at himself.
Cheers.
Be certain that you take appropriate precautions with the sigil of the dead that you now bear. Should some misfortune come to it through negligence, it cannot be replaced.
Can't imagine what I'd do without your blessing, Father. But thank you again. I don't often inherit fate-appointed honors, and we'll take good care of it. Though, what if the Olympians catch on? Wouldn't do for everybody knowing that you're aiding me, even a little, right?
Correct. It would not do at all. Fortunately, the power of the unseen can remain well hidden as it pleases. What is it your instructor always says?
Fear is for the weak.
Indeed.
What news of late about Eurydice, my friend? She is as delicate as I described, no doubt. Ah, but I am dwelling on her once again, it seems.
I knew she was a talented musician, mate, but you never let on that she's an amazing chef as well. She's been hospitable to me each time we've met, though you still seem to be a bit of a sore subject.
How very understandable indeed. Were I to have been failed to be rescued from the depths of hell, mere moments from escape, I too would be quite cross with my attempted rescuer. And for quite some time.
I'm working on it, mate.
At last, the bridge to chaos is restored. Thank you so very much, my child. I shall be going then, and I shall presently return. Please have no fear. And now, farewell. I shall bring Chaos your kindest regards.
Please do. Until next time, Nyx. I had this awful contraband I wanted to turn in as soon as possible, if you don't mind taking it from me, Meg.
You still have no idea how to be upfront with me, do you, Zag? Why don't you tell me why you're here and what you want?
So the whole contraband thing, you aren't buying it, I guess? Although I see you took the bottle there now anyway. I wanted just to talk to you, and patch things up, maybe.
Patch things up? What is it, by your estimation, that could use repairs between the two of us, huh?
I was naive. I tried not to get too close, but then I did, and said a lot of stupid things, and then... Well, we've since tried to kill each other lots of times, there's that. Look, I'm sorry, Meg.
You said a lot of stupid things, all right. And we Furies, we're not much for forgiveness or apologies. But I can see you're making an attempt. Now thank you for the contraband. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye. What's new, Skelly?
What's the matter? You gone soft or something, pal?